The narcissist has a guarantee, and you guys really need to be aware of this. You really, really need to be aware of the narcissist guarantee. And you're like, what are you talking about, Lakia? What are they guaranteeing? Well, the guarantee is that every time you go back and deal with them, it is guaranteed to be worse than the time before. Now, those of you who have accepted the narcissist Hoover, it has been worse every time, hasn't it? Why? Because you already had the original offenses, then you have the new offenses. And then a lot of times the narcissist is raising the bar because they never had respect for you, but the more times that they're able to drop their mask around you, the more comfortable they're going to get with you. The less effort they're going to try, the smaller your love bomb periods are going to be, if at all. The more freely they're going to feel to be able to just have their way, dominate over you, abuse you, use you, etc., etc. I could think back to my own experiences. Every time that I went back, it was worse than the time before. It was worse than the time before, guys. Prime example, dated one narc. His mask dropped. I seen what he was doing. I dumped him. For 5 months, this person begged for me to give them another opportunity. I thought that it meant that this person had changed. And I thought maybe it was just something there that was still meaningful. But I ended up, the second time around when I dumped him, I was pregnant. Boy, didn't I wish that I had just stuck to my guns the first time around, among other offenses that I won't even mention in this video. But this is what I'm talking about, how it got worse to me every time I went back. I was married to a narcissist. We really started experiencing that domestic violence towards the end of the marriage. But every time I took him back, the physical violence got worse and worse and more out of control. And then the last time, it was in front of the children, something that never occurred before. So he was getting more and more reckless with it. So it's going to get worse. When you go back to an abusive person, they're going to get more comfortable with you. They're going to get more comfortable with you. And then it's automatically worse because you already have the old stuff that you're trying to heal from and get over, or that you've forgiven them for. And then they're putting more offenses on top of that, and typically on top of still doing the same things as well. They're doing new stuff, raising the bar on that, on top of repeating the things that you already was telling them before that you didn't want to be, a part of your life. But talk is cheap with these kind of people. And I can guarantee you that too. But that's my guarantee. The narcissist guarantee is stick around and it gets worse. You hear some people say it gets better with time. It gets better, certain situations, but not when it comes to a narcissist. Not when it comes to a narcissist. So, you really need to be aware of this guarantee, and hopefully it will help survivors stay no contact. Please hop down in a comment, those of you who have taken Hoover's back. Let the other survivors know, look, she's not lying to you. Trust me, it got worse for me every time I went back to this person. Every time I invited them back into my life, it got worse. The stakes were rose higher. I lost more. It was worse every time than the time before. And that is the narcissist guarantee.